people say to me, if it's so easy to cross the Tumen River, why doesn't everybody just leave? And the answer is they don't leave because this is their home, and they love their home. The North Koreans have a very difficult time when they get out. It's not that difficult to cross the river into China, but once they get there, most of them are arrested. The Chinese really have a dragnet out these days for North Koreans, and there are many, many fewer defectors coming out just over the last few years. During the Beijing Olympics, they tightened the border controls, and they have undercover North Korean agents working inside China. They have infiltrators in all these little ethnic Korean villages looking for defectors. It's very difficult for the North Koreans. And then, if they are so lucky as to get to South Korea, and I think I'm not going to go into the whole involved story of how they get to South Korea, but it's not easy. Then they find themselves with no skills to survive, especially the people who are a bit older. Well, actually, the ones who really the older people do great. Actually, the people who come out in their 50s and 60s do pretty well because, first of all, they're much more the same as the South Koreans, and they're actually stronger physically because they came of age in a period when there was food. The young people have a very hard time. The average North Korean defector, 18-year-old defector, is 5 inches shorter than his South Korean counterpart. I've looked at this figure many times, and people say this can't possibly be true. These are defectors who are, by definition, smaller and hungrier. But it's very difficult for them to function in South Korea. It's, one of my chapters is strangers in the homeland. Their language is different, their skills are different, and in addition, their families, at least in the past, were penalized when they came out. Through the 90s, maybe 2002, if you defected and you were known to be in South Korea, your family could be, carted away to the prison camp. And this happened to one of the main people in my book, her. She had 2 sisters who were very loyal, did not leave with other family members, and have disappeared. So, I think there are a lot of North Koreans who do know that the outside is better. They do know that there are frogs in a well, but they choose not to leave. And in fact, in China, I have often met North Koreans. They're either legally on business or else, having crossed the river illegally, trying to get work as day laborers. And often they're planning to go back. And it's not because they think things are better in North Korea. They love their families, and they have no place else to go.